Hey, everybody. Welcome to Open to Interpretation. We are back. It's been a little while, but we have everybody here with us. Laura, Tiara, Calliope, say hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Took a bit of a break, but again, we are back. So let's get caught up a little bit. First and foremost, happy belated birthday to Calliope, the big 3-0, 30, flirty, and thriving.
Yes. Thank you.
Shout out in the group chat. So I wanted to shout you out on the show today because you deserve the biggest shout outs.
Thank you.
Thank your birthday. How was it?
The birthday was amazing. The birthday was lit. I celebrated for like a week. I did some pottery with Jordana, so that was really cool. We got to tap into our creative side and experience a new hobby. So that was fun. And I really enjoyed like getting my hands into like some earth.
Yes.
That was really good. So I was fulfilled just off that. But I also went out to dinner with my family. And then one of my good friends, she threw me a paint and sip party. And I was so like, I was in love. It was so beautiful. The theme was like 30, flirty, and thriving from 13 going on 30. So everything was pink. She did all the decorations. She had tons of food. The music was on. Like it was beautiful. It was like the first time I've been thrown a party in my adult years. And so I was lover girling it up.
Oh yeah. Much deserved for the 30th.
Yes.
30.
Yeah.
Dress. She even bought the dress. Like
the dress.
Bought everything. I just had to show up. Yeah.
That's a good friend.
I wish I would have sent Shane some pictures so he could have put some on because like the pictures, picturing. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay. I took them off the internet and sent them to you because you're not on Facebook right now. And I was like, girl.
Hold on. Yes. Yeah, she did that. So shout out to Kiana.
Who's also from Detroit.
From Detroit. Yes, she is. Shout out to Kiana. She has definitely become, the whole family has just kind of adopted me in and made me like, a part of their family. And it's a very large family. It's a family of 10. And they just make us feel like 11 and 12.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But how was your trip to Detroit? Because
it was fun. It was actually pretty relaxing. It was low key. I got to meet Tiara. So that was fun. That was like
the best hugger ever.
Here.
She's a great hugger.
She is the best hugger.
Calliope barely lets me hug her.
It was the look of
I've had to ease my way into the hugging with Calliope.
You know what? That is true. That is true.
Really, at first, I was like, "Oh, she's not a hugger. I'm gonna get her into the hugs."
You just have to force it. Yes, I am.
None of my cancer friends are huggers, so it kind of fits.
Funny. But yeah, like I told Shane when we came back, I was like, "Man, you got like the best circle of people in your life, like down to." Like meeting some of his family at his family reunion and like all the people that are close to him that came to celebrate his birthday. It was fun. And to see like all the different parts of Detroit, even like the suburbs part, like I was in love with the nature. Like in the backyard of our Airbnb, we had like maple trees and there was fireflies. I was like, where am I? Yeah, I took a video of it. That's how like I was like, oh my gosh. So like different places, different nature, different bugs, different, it was just cool. It was cool to see. And the weather was perfect. Oh my goodness gracious.
There's nothing like a Michigan summer.
Yes.
I'm glad you got to experience. Yes.
We went from like 110 to like 80 and like breezy. Windows down.
Like windows down, hair blowing, not sweaty.
Not sweaty. Met Laura's extended family or kind of Yeah, like
really, aren't you the best?
Yeah, like your family is amazing too. I was just really, everything just felt very homey and just everyone's just close knit and like knew each other, and it was really dope. It was really cool to have that experience just as an outsider looking in and seeing like just a different not a different way of life, but a different way of life, you know, like it's just different. It's awesome to see that. So it was a nice trip. It was a nice little trip.
What did Uncle Michael cook you?
Oh man, he had cooked chicken shawarma, ribs, some jerk chicken. What else? No, it wasn't jerk chicken. It was the chicken shawarma. And then we had potatoes, like roasted potatoes, grilled vegetables.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Oh my God. And like, was your aunt? She made a triple berry pie. Oh, I was like, triple berry pie.
Aunt Jeannie, she's the best person. Isn't she the cutest, like sweetest woman ever?
She looks mean, but then when you start talking to her, like she's so nice because you know it's like
nice,
like stone. You know, like you just don't know at first, but like she is the nicest woman like ever. And
I know.
It was so nice too, and I was like, I love it out here. You have like flowers and herbs and like tomatoes. I was like, and it's all right, you know, like on your deck. And we ate outside. It was so nice. We ate outside.
I know. I'm sorry that I had to miss it. Just life is life, and I'm so glad you got to meet them and experience Michigan.
I was like, I got to meet Laura's family, and I haven't met Laura yet. But
so it was nice. Michigan and Detroit are so underrated. Like it's just, especially in the summer, it's like there's so much to do in Detroit, and you know, just the surrounding areas and museums. So
we were like during Shane's family reunion. It was at this. It was just like this park, and it was like off the water. Like it was Anchor Bay and like Sinclair Lake. And like that whole area was so nice, and I was like, over on the other side, I'm like, that's Canada over there. I was like, right there.
It's literally just you can throw a stone and hit it.
Yeah.
So it was beautiful. It was the most beautiful weekend. I was so happy, lucky, gratitude, everything.
Good. I'm glad.
That was the weekend for me. That's how it went.
Good. You had a good tour guide.
Yeah, I did. He showed me everywhere, and like we took a lot of. He's doing a documentation. He's doing a documentary. He's finishing now with all the footage that we got from our like travels around and stuff like that.
Okay, because I was like, I haven't seen no pictures. What's happening?
Right. I'm like, did they go?
I told them, did they go?
Yeah. Did we even go?
Right.
Yeah. So. What about you, Laura? How's your last couple of weeks been?
It's been all right. I've been busy. Just with the kids and work. My older daughter has really gotten into acting, and she's like kind of like found her thing. She does play ice hockey, but she like has found her thing, and so she's doing this play. It's really nice. This high schooler like started his own business and is putting on this play for the summer, and it's 4 nights a week that she had to audition, and she has a role, and it's 4 nights a week, and it's at the library, and they practice or rehearse, and then at the end of the summer they'll have a play. And I think that's a really nice thing for especially that age, where they just want to like sit in their bed on their phone all summer. So she's been doing that. My younger one and I have just been at the pool like every single day because it has been insanely, stupidly hot in Maryland. Like for the last month, like upper 90s, 100% humidity. Like there's no enjoyment outside unless you're literally in a body of water. So, and then just little mini trips for myself. I like to just get away, even though sometimes I don't have someone to do, like a friend or family member to do something with. I don't let that stop me from traveling and doing what I want to do. So I was at just the beach recently by myself, and funny enough, my best friend was also there at the same time that I didn't even know. So awesome. That was good. So it's been a good summer. It's flying by.
I like those solo trips. I think we talked about that on TikTok a little bit. I was like, I always encourage people, take some solo trips, go by yourself. Be on your own, explore on your own.
It can be scary, your first one, but It's so empowering, especially as a woman, to just like do what you want for however long you want. You saw my TikTok, and like you just like you get up when you want, and like you can just like, I don't know, like especially like shopping. Like shopping as a woman, your kids are always like, "Hurry up, mom," or like your boyfriend or whoever. Like it's just bliss to take a trip by yourself as a woman.
Kind of moseying. I want to mosey. Like I want to mosey around on my own time.
I want to do what I want for however long I want. I don't want to wait for anybody else.
Exactly.
No plan, just vibes.
Just vibes.
Just vibes.
And vibes.
Yeah, for sure. So it's been nice.
What beach do you go to? What's the
So
closest?
our most local beach is Ocean City. It's only like 3 hours from me. So if we usually do like a long weekend there. But next Sunday, we leave for the Outer Banks, which is in North Carolina. So that's like our big week-long family trip.
Does it look like it does on the TV show Outer Banks? Does it look just like that?
Yeah, it's really nice. It's beautiful. We stay like you go down like through Maryland, Virginia, and North Carolina, and then the Outer Banks is obviously on the coast. And then like there's like the Outer Banks is like a strip of land. You can't see my hand. It's like a strip of land. And we go like all the way down and then all the way back up to the very northern tip of the, like, I don't know, what is that called when like it's like a strip of land attached to,
Peninsula?
I don't know. It's not an island, but so we stay at the very tip in Corolla, which is a little more bougie, but that's my dad. And it's just quiet and I don't know, just families and just peace. It's like just peace and the beach and grilling out. It's perfection.
It sounds nice.
I know, it can't be.
Sitting on the sand, just watching the water, hearing the waves, playing seagulls. Like, yeah, I love that vibe. It's nice.
It's the best.
Very relaxing.
Yeah.
Sarah, what about you? What's new with you?
Nothing's new. Nothing's new. I've been enjoying being off this summer.
No news is good news.
Right, because life has been lifing. But I just been enjoying my summer off. I'm hanging with my kids and traveling. I did a little travel. Went to Vegas and enjoyed that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And the heat.
That was a lot of fun.
In the desert.
109 is not for me.
No.
You know why I was so happy in Michigan? I was like, oh.
And you add liquor on top of that, so it's 121. Oh my goodness. But I enjoyed it. I didn't hit at the casino, but I played all my money.
Yeah.
But I just been literally vibing all summer. If I want to go, I'm going. If I want to do it, I'm going to do it.
Vegas is pretty dry though, right? It's not like humid, like wet.
We didn't sweat, but
it's dry.
As soon as you walk outside, your mouth is completely dry.
Yeah.
Dehydration
at 1,000.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. That's awesome. You got to go. Was that your first time there?
No, that was like my 7th.
Oh, okay. So we're regulars. We're Vegas regulars.
I think it was like my 2nd time in the summer, but the last time I went,
7th.
7th. They go all the time.
Not like that, but I've been.
We're seasoned. Seasoned.
It looks totally different from the last time I went. It's like Vegas is different compared to what I'm used to.
Yeah,
there's a lot of big changes. Yeah.
I've lived there for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did. I lived there when I was under 18. So for me, when people are like, "Oh, let's go to Vegas," I'm like,
Yeah. Right.
What are we doing?
We're gonna eat.
We're gonna eat.
To eat because I'll go eat.
That's it. That's all.
Casinos. I don't want to walk the strip. The mall is cool, but it's like, to do that. But yeah, I lived there and it has changed. They've built a lot of stuff. Mainly, I see a lot of restaurants that got built. A lot of new restaurants that I am interested in trying.
It's so funny how we take advantage of stuff that we're used to. Like you're like, oh, Vegas, like whatever. That's how I am about DC. Like when people come to visit, I'm like, oh, Like, I don't want to go to DC.
I love DC. Oh my
Yes.
God. I love
Good
it.
time, but
because I've never been to DC before, so we're about to come
yeah,
out there.
yeah.
I
I'll
love
show
DC.
you.
I'll meet you. I
Yeah,
love
okay.
it.
I'm more of a Baltimore girl, so if you guys ever visit, I'll show you Baltimore better. But I'm pretty well versed with DC, so come hang
Oh,
out.
I want to go get some crab, Laura.
Yes.
I'll eat crab too.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Crab cakes and football.
Oh yeah. Crab cake.
Springtime. Oh no, it's football's in the fall. Maybe the fall. Like when
Yeah.
it's not cold, but it's not.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Like October, November.
Yeah, that'd be
That
fun.
sounds like a nice. Maybe we can do a Friendsgiving.
Ooh,
I do a
That would
Friendsgiving
be
over here. You
nice.
come.
That would be really, really nice.
hosting like a regular Friendsgiving.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite days of the whole year. It's just like my best friends and their kids, and everyone brings a dish, and it's like everyone just gets along, and I love it. I look forward. Everyone looks forward to it every year.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for like 10 years.
Wow.
You've been doing it for 10 years?
Yeah, I think this will be my.
So
I think
cool.
2014 or 15 was my first, so 9 or 10 years.
Yeah, it's coming
That's
up.
cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. To keep
like
that going too, and make sure everyone you know like
Mhm. And everyone shows up every year. Yeah. So, anywho, what's on the agenda there, Jordana?
It's just us. just us.
Vibes.
Yeah, just us.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say something. Leo season is upon us, and I'm excited about it.
It's there. It's coming.
We right? I am excited. I'm
When's your
excited.
August 23rd?
August 21st.
21st.
Okay, 21st. I knew it was near my girls. They're the 23rd and 25th. So y'all are actually they're not Leos, are they? Isn't 22 the cutoff?
Virgo.
There goes.
Okay.
I'm half
Almost
and half
made it.
also, so I'm half and
Okay.
half.
Half and
I
half.
have a lot of
Almost
Virgo
made it.
tendencies.
Yeah, we still gotta pull your charts so that we can.
Yes, I'm ready. I am so ready. Can we do it this week?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
we'll
ready.
see really where your Leo Virgos are at by your date of your time of birth. That's where it comes
Yeah, I
in.
have to call my mommy. Look,
You know what, Tiara?
Hmm?
Venus is in Leo. The
What
hair
does that
is giving.
mean?
The hair. Yeah.
This is my Vegas hair.
The hair. Yeah, Venus is in Leo. We're
Mhm.
feeling flirty. 30, flirty, and thriving was really like true to the slogan. Like because
Okay.
that's the energy right now. Everybody's flirtatious. Everybody's feeling themselves. Everybody's like, I woke up looking sexy. Ain't get nothing different. Just-
Right. Yes, that's true.
Last summer we had a Venus retrograde and it was weird. It was
Mhm.
so weird energy. Like everybody's relationships was tense. Like dating was just ick. Like a lot of women were just turned off completely.
I can tell you my story. Last year was crazy. It
Last
was
summer
wild.
sucked for romance. This
Yeah.
summer we're looking at some better vibes.
I feel like this summer is more about like less about like your romantic relationships and more like your relationship with yourself and like feeling beautiful within your
Yes.
own your own energy and
Word.
like for sure.
Last year I was a postpartum mom, so I was still going through that. So yeah.
Okay. Yep.
I'm glad that's done with.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've never experienced it in my life, and it took forever to leave me alone. Like, get off my back.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the hell that was. I thought,
7 years.
as a mom, when I had my first son, I was thinking like,
I didn't go through this.
those moms, they're just extra. They just don't know that they're just emotional. But to have it hit you, 100 years old, having your second baby.
You said 100 years old. Stop it.
It hit different. I will say that was an experience in itself, and I pray for all of those moms because
it's good that you recognize it though, and like you're able to like navigate your way through that without changing the core person of who you are, and like you as a mother. Like you just kind of recognize it and we're like, all right, that was tough, but we got through it. Like not a lot of people
we made it.
Yeah.
We made it because
made it.
I think it takes like 18 months, they said, for your hormones to go back to normal after you have a baby.
No,
like,
7 years.
7 years?
7 years.
Wait,
I just made it out.
Oh shit!
Yeah. 7 years before you are completely back to like a full reset. Takes 7 years. Yeah,
that's crazy.
By then you're like a whole new person though, because you get new cells you generate new cells and you're a whole new person.
Like, 5 more years to go for me.
You might as well say goodbye. You're never going to return back to that person. You're not going to be that person anymore.
Yeah.
That's done.
I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It is pretty cool. It is cool how it takes 7 years to completely reset from having a child, and then also you regenerate every 7 years. I think that's not a coincidence.
Yeah, like why there's a correlation there.
Yeah, it's not.
We don't know what
I'm going to tell one of my best friends not to watch this episode because she had a baby in May and she is going through it, waiting for those hormones to get back in balance. So we're just not going to tell her it could take 7 years.
I mean, she'll feel regulated. Like my baby will be 2 on the 26th. So she'll feel regulated, but she's still not the same person she was pre-pregnancy. Yeah, I'm totally different. I literally attitude, like my fuse is longer. Like I'm totally different than what I was. And then you add the postpartum onto it, trying to regulate, trying to maneuver through that. It did. I mean, postpartum is fuck postpartum, but it did me good.
Yeah. And I don't know if yours was like planned or not, but like my friend who I'm speaking of, like her first baby was planned. He'll be 3. And she's my age, so she'll be 40 in less than a year. And this baby was like complete surprise, like oopsie daisy. And she's older and like, so like, you know, she's still coming to grips with like the fact that she's even like a new mom again. And then like mixed with the postpartum hormones. God, what we would do like without our girlfriends. We've just like been rallying around her, like trying to help and like come over with wine. And,
yeah. Because the mom I was at 25 is totally different than the mom I am at 35.
Totally.
And I feel like I'm 45 because
yeah, that second kid, that difference, mine are only 4 years apart. And that difference in energy from like 25 to 29, night and day. Like props to you. You said it's 10-year difference?
10 years, yep.
Yeah. So it's something.
Like,
she was planned. Well, Kai was planned.
I don't know.
Kai was planned. She came a month earlier than I planned, but meaning I found out I was pregnant a month earlier, but I had planned her to the date that I wanted, you know. Levi was my oops baby, but it was like, if you get pregnant, okay, cool. But he still was the kind of surprise, like
unplanned.
Yeah.
He's what, 13, 12?
Girl, my baby 10. He'll be 11 in December. He'll be 11.
Isn't he in middle school?
So they're 9 years apart, not 10 years. But I had him at 25. I had a birthday pregnant. And then I turned 35 a couple weeks after I had Kai. So
he is how tall is he?
He's
almost as tall as you.
He looks like he's like 15. I thought he was
like a weed, but he comes about right here. So yeah, he's getting there.
So handsome. Your kids are so cute.
Thank you.
I know. I miss little Kai, but we got to.
Oh yeah, you know she does not play about that sleep.
Yeah, it was
no,
later.
We don't have time for that.
Yeah, shout out to Duke. If you're watching this,
I'll watch it later on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's an interesting testimony to like to hear about postpartum. I always wonder, like, knowing what I know now, would it be different if I went through postpartum? But
yeah, because you know what it is.
I can't see, like,
I can say the only thing I did wrong is I didn't get a therapist. I could have, you know, I should have. But, you know, I feel like I got it. I'll figure it out. So it took me a little more, you know, maneuvering. But I should have gotten a therapist, and it probably wouldn't have lasted so long.
Okay.
The amount of times I say that in a day, I should have a therapist. I could like coin that phrase.
I always start, and I'll go by my third session. I'll be like, you know what, ma'am? I can't.
Yeah.
traveling with kids. So I always travel with my kids now, except for Vegas was our first time. But I kind of mix it up. One with kids, one without, because I feel like I shouldn't go out of town without taking them somewhere fun. So Kai's first trip was Universal Studios. She was 4 months. But yeah, do you guys travel with kids?
Sorry, I'm thinking of this quote.
Yeah. I haven't
Wait, can I share the quote real quick? Hold on, before I forget it. It's wait, what was it? It's traveling with kids isn't a vacation. You're just taking care of your kids in another city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that shit gets
I
stressful.
had to share that.
That's totally true.
My kids are a little bit older, but like, the last time I took my kids on vacation was to Knott's Berry Farm, and it was like the summer of 2019. So it was like before COVID. I haven't taken them anywhere since COVID, but I've been traveling since COVID. I've traveled by myself several times since of COVID starting. One, because it was cheaper for me to fly places, and I was doing solo trips, and I wanted to do solo trips. And it's more expensive. I got 2 grown men. I was like, y'all, I got to chip in. But this year, by the end of the year, I want to take them on a cruise. I'm just going to do like a 3-day like Mexican cruise. I can take
nice. That'll be nice.
And none of us have been on cruises before. So it's going to be a new experience for both of us, or all 3 of us. And then I'm trying to get my friends. I'm all Calliope.
I'm scared of cruises. I'm scared.
Also, because it's cheaper if you get like a bunch of people to go with you and you buy all your tickets together, because like the first 2 tickets are like the full price, and then every ticket after that's like $30. I'm like, what? So like,
I didn't know that.
Me either, until I started looking at prices for cruises, and I was just like, well, if we go in like a bigger group, then like we can get like 5 tickets for $30. So I'm like, that's a way, and then we can just combine it, like all the adults combine everything, and then we just split it like with the adults. See, Calliope, the cruises are awesome.
Big old body of water sitting in the ocean's living room.
Yes.
In the ocean's bathtub.
On a floating resort.
Takes
drinking Mai Tais and dancing.
One shake and we're done. I'm scared. I have an irrational fear. I'm sorry. I feel like it's just going to be me that just gets swallowed up.
You?
Titanic round 2.
I don't know why that.
Well, bring Ivy. I'll make sure Ivy's good. Water's going to swallow you up.
That's a good way to go. Floating in the ocean. Just close your eyes. Close your eyes and just let it take you under. That's all you can do is just close your eyes and let it take you under.
And go.
You can't breathe. Your lungs just
close your eyes and relax.
Jack.
That's all you can do.
I think about this. I really do think about this, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know why. Scorpio in me. But yeah,
that's a cool way to go. She was traveling. Making memories.
Water just swallowed her up.
Just her. Not the other 5,000 people.
No, not the other 5,000 people on the boat. All of a sudden, we seen her by the edge, and I don't know what happened. The water just came up and got her.
That's the water spirit.
Like, what in the Moana is this?
What in the roses Jack is happening?
Man, what?
Oh my gosh.
Now I'm gonna go with y'all. I'm gonna get us the matching, the thing with the little extender. So we're
have one.
Stay with me.
You mean
you can't go alone and do like shit. You are attached to me the whole. You gotta pee. We going together because I don't trust it.
We're using the buddy system.
Yes,
definitely the buddy system on cruises for sure.
I feel like a cruise is a good thing to do with like younger kids because they can only get so lost. Like you only have the borders of the ship,
That's scary.
You just get on like an air tag and put an air tag on your kid.
Right.
Fun.
When we were in Paris, Julia turned her head. My 9-year-old turned her head for like 2 seconds and we walked off. And like she was gone only for like 30 seconds, but in the middle of Paris, like when you can't see your kid. And I feel like on a cruise ship, you just be like, like they know where like the lost kids, counter is.
Lost and found for kids.
I lost my parents.
Like them all.
Yeah. Just go to the security desk. If you
right.
go to security and call me. That's the best stuff.
When you go on your cruise, though, this is not sponsored to anyone listening. You need to go on cheapcaribbean.com. I don't know if you've used them before, but it's really good for last minute trips. Like if you're going within the next like month or so, because the way that it works, it's like so cheap. They would rather sell you a ticket for something like really cheap than not sell the ticket at all. We used that for my honeymoon. Granted, this was in 2009, but still, we went to Puerto Rico for a week, flights included, stayed at the Ritz-Carlton for a grand total of $1,000.
What?
Wow.
Like insane.
2009. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the regular price was like several thousand. So cheapcaribbean.com.
Cheapcaribbean.com. Okay.
And then click on deals. And you choose your adventure.
Okay.
The way you said that, Laura, you're like, choose your adventure.
I'm the cheesiest.
I choose you.
Well, cool. Do you have a spot in mind of where you want to go?
I think we're just going to do a 3-day Mexican cruise because it's close. We can drive to Long Beach and then park it and then go from there.
Oh, yeah.
Like a first-time cruise, I think that'd be good. So we can see, like what it's like and if they like it and and then if we want to do a longer one, they have to get passports. I can't get a passport, so I wouldn't be able to do some of them, but I would have to stay on the boat, which I wouldn't even care if I did stay on the boat or not. But they'll be older probably by the time we go on a second one, and they'll be able to kind of do their own thing. They'll both be over 18 by then. So,
yeah, cool.
Yeah. That's crazy to think about that both my kids will be over 18 next year. I know.
That is.
It's weird. And I still want to have another baby. That's why I'm like thinking about like you're talking about like the difference, and I'm like mine would be like 25 years or so, something crazy, like more than 10 years. But I don't know. I'd still be cool with it. It's like having like a second.
Moms are doing that now. It's more common than not.
Yeah. I feel like I would just be like the way I was, because I had my first at 20, and Kalani was almost 23. So I was young and I stopped, I didn't get pregnant again. I didn't, have a relationship with somebody who I knew I was going to have kids with or anything like that. So I've been waiting kind of to see if there is going to be another chance for me to have another baby, because I do want one. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't. If it does, I'd be excited. And I'm just trying to stay as healthy as possible in the meantime. So my body is still good to go. Yeah. But that would be a big difference.
Exciting.
I know. We'll see. I have no prospects or anything like that. There's no guy. I'd have to meet somebody first. I got to meet somebody first. And then
can I have a sister? We're going to have another sister? I'm like, probably not.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I'm sorry. I do not think that I'm going to be able
the way men's are these days.
There's no man. I can't do it yet.
There's no man.
There's a man.
I thought that too. I was fine with Duke. Just my
say, Tara, your man is so cool. You got the coolest man. I swear. I told Shane, I was like, Tara and her man are cool as fuck. I was like, that's hostess. Yeah. I was like, y'all are good together. I like it. Like the whole vibe. I was like, this is cool.
I wish you would have came a little earlier, because he probably would have cooked you some food.
He was very attentive. He was. Yeah. I'm like, nice to see Tara keeps him around. Nice guy. Makes sure he's got her drink filled all the time.
And this is why you were hungover earlier.
He didn't even go. He went to work. I had a sitter. I was with cousins.
No, it is the cousins. It is always the cousins. The cousins, you guys, I don't know. Did you meet Andrew?
Your young cousin?
Yeah, the boy.
Yes, he came later.
Oh my God. He keeps, listen, I don't know if you met Melissa, the pregnant one.
Yep.
So it was her wedding, and it was in Detroit. And I don't know if I've shared this story before or not. If so, my apologies. But her wedding was in Detroit on December 15th, and I was an ER nurse at the time. And I did everything that I could that week in the ER to like not get sick. I was like, I'm in the wedding in Michigan in December. Like, I'm gonna get sick, you know? I did everything. I was wearing this was pre-COVID days. I was wearing a mask, like washing my hands, like whatever. We get to the freaking rehearsal dinner, okay? Andrew keeps that drink full. Like, I think I had 2 or 3 glasses. I must have had like 2 freaking bottles because he just kept
filling you up.
I woke up at like 6 a.m. puking on the day of the wedding. And I was like, I just went all week like making sure I wasn't getting sick. And now like I do it to myself in 3 hours. So yeah, those cousins will freaking get you.
I can see that. And I can absolutely see Andrew like chuckling about it the next day at the wedding. Like,
oh, totally. God, I was like sweating, like up there, just like trying not to throw up. Oh, so bad.
That's the worst.
No.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, it is fun. I'm in another wedding in September for my best friend, so I need to really watch my cup this time.
No, you got to take you stand back right before, and every drink you have a stand back.
Okay,
you take that first, and every drink you have to have a glass of water.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're gonna pee a lot, but it's gonna save you in the morning.
That's how I got having a breathalyzer in my car. When I wanted to go out and drink with my friends, I would have a drink and then I'd have a drink of water and then I'd have a drink and then I'd have like a glass of water. So I could still go out and like drink and socialize. But then when it was time to leave and I had to like breathe into my breathalyzer to start my car, I would still be good to go. I'm like, man, successful night.
That's a really good idea.
That water saves you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It evens it out. It like, you know.
Yeah, from the drink.
It rehydrates you. So you can see it out. Yeah.
1-to-1 ratio, water, alcohol.
And it's funny story. My granny, my mom's mom, she always had, the old school glasses. She always had a glass of brown liquor, chilled.
Like the crystal
and
glass.
then she always had a full ice cup of water and you couldn't touch it. No, you can't have it because she did it like a pickleback.
Yeah.
And now I get it. Now that I'm older, she was rehydrating herself.
Yeah. Like, oh, Granny was smart. She knew what she was doing. That's how I feel now. I was like, oh, I know how to
still get your buzz, but it don't take you out, the next day.
Yeah.
You don't wake up with headaches and stomach aches and baggy eyes. That's the one thing I noticed that I drink now, and I get bags under my eyes, and like I look like I drank the night before and nonstop.
I feel like I look like I drank last night.
Yeah.
I did have a little bit.
I'm like, how did I age 10 years overnight? That's crazy.
It's funny because I always bounce back the next. I'll be up 6 o'clock in the morning, like,
yeah, good to go. Not today.
All right.
I woke up at 8, and then I was like, I'm gonna lay back down.
Yeah.
I think I got up like 20 minutes before, and I was just like, oh, it's time for the podcast.
What did you do? You went out last night?
Yeah, I did. I went to a party.
Oh,
I went to somebody else's 30th birthday party. And so I was like, I'm going to use her props.
I seen the picture of your feet in the water.
Yes.
I was out last night.
I did. I stepped out with my friend Kendra and my other friend Angelita. And it was nice. The music was good. They played like 90s, 2000s R&B. Like,
my favorite.
It was Poppin' by Chris Brown. I'm like, if you play that at a party, you just this vibe.
Yep. Yeah. That's the party.
That's like a hidden gem. That's a hidden gem of a song. It's a good one.
It's everybody like,
it was a good time. Yeah, it was a good time. It was nice. It was fun.
Was on your
You're
side?
gonna love your 30s. The 30s, my 30s are the best. I hope that I don't know, I'm sure you will. Like, just you'll grow a lot, and I don't know. I like my 30s. I don't know about you guys.
I'm excited. I'm feeling good. I'm definitely feeling like, okay, this feels like where I'm supposed to be at.
There's a noticeable shift from 29 to 31, and I like it.
Well, you're just like taken more seriously. Like when people, I mean, it's ridiculous that it has to be that way, but like I feel like as soon as I started saying, especially as a nurse, as soon as I started saying like I'm 30 as opposed to 29, patients and like doctors like took me more seriously. They're like, okay, you're like a real woman now with like experience. I'm not saying that obviously this is their opinion, but I don't know.
Oh, you're 30 now. Yeah, I still feel like I'm 21 just because I'm 30. It just means that
definitely
minus the back pain. Yes. 30 is amazing, but it comes with aches and pains.
Yeah. And I've been doing my little lazy girl stretches and workouts.
Keep it going.
I don't want to. Yeah, I've already noticed. I'm like, things I could do a little.
By 32, you do pause when you get to the steps. Like, okay, let's get it.
What I do love about being in my 30s, though, too, is like the feeling of like not giving a fuck what people think anymore. Like that goes completely. Like maybe like already got to that point before you turn 30, but like
I've never cared.
Like throughout my 30s, I'm like, I just don't care anymore. Like I don't care what you think, what you say. Like
I think I made a TikTok about that too, because someone was trying to argue with me about my opinion. I was like, I do not give a shit about what you're telling me. Yeah, the internet was a little spicy. I got told on. Somebody told on me. They messaged Shane.
What? Hey, I like your daddy.
Yes, they did. They absolutely did. Like,
oh hell no.
And said what?
Exactly.
She's being mean to me. She's saying
what he gonna do? What is he gonna do to me?
Exactly. I said, oh, okay. He must think you're gonna spank me. I don't know.
Well, you gonna take me off the podcast?
It's gonna happen. Ooh.
What?
Yeah.
No one heard that.
I'm like, who was this person that went to Shane? Did you know him personally?
No.
I would troll that person. I would have trolled that person for a month. Stop fucking playing with me.
For real.
Let me give you
never letting up.
Right. You want me to
I
be
would
nice?
never let up. I would be on their head every day.
I did. You know I was commenting on his videos. I say
every day
healthy food. This is gonna clog your arteries. Yeah, fuck you. If you want to play with me, then let's do it. Cause
my goodness,
shit. That just pissed me off.
Yeah, I'm like,
please tell me who that is later so that I can troll his page.
Please, because I got 2 backup burner pages.
I was like, I'm gonna make you block me. You gonna want to block me?
Let's all troll him, and then he just goes to Shane about all of us. Like, who is your cat?
Make sure you send that in the group.
For reals. We'll have Mr. Martin just talk
up and ate his damn food. He said, "Shut up and ate his food."
Oh my goodness, the nerve!
Did you say dog food?
No, he's a chef. So if he would have just shut up and ate his food, this would not be happening. But so he told me that he came for my weight. That's what it was. I'm like, all right, we're doing that.
Wow.
Very subtle way. Like there's certain things that you can say to me that let me know you coming for my weight. Like if you try to insinuate I do any kind of drugs, oh, you being funny.
What?
Finna get hilarious. Yes. That's a little dig.
So he threw rocks and hit his hand and then went to talk to Shane.
And then went to Shane and told on me when his feelings got hurt, because I feel like people often like they'll see something I say online and they'll want to have something to say to me smart, and they go on my page and they search, and it's either they're going to say something about my hair, which if I cared, I wouldn't be on the internet like that. So, and I'm not ugly. So what else?
No, you're not.
The answer is any man who comments on a woman's body has a little penis. I'm just saying. If you're listening, this is for you.
And I was about to say some of the most fucked up shit, but I'm gonna keep it.
No, this is why
I
we
was about to say some
come on,
fucked
Tiara.
up shit.
OTI.
Come on.
Nope.
Interpret it how you want.
You're
Because that
open
was
to your
bad.
interpretation,
It was
Tiara.
bad. No.
I have moments like that too. Like, ooh, that was evil. Where did you get that? Though? Put it
Your
back.
shadow self, embrace it.
Listen, and I keep telling people like how much I've changed because
Hey,
I think of the weirdest shit to do to people. Like, I was at a bar, a lady stood up in my section. I wanted to grab her by the strap of that goddamn sandal. That's the type of shit I think about. And I'm not going to elbow you or push you down. I'm going to grab you by the strap of your sandal and make you hit your head on the way down.
Oh my God.
Like, tie people's shoelaces together.
That's why I don't talk. That's why I
straight
chill.
up tripping them.
I stay in my bubble because I think of weird shit like that.
Your intrusive thoughts are intrusive.
The get back be real. Like, man, the petty wars I used to have with my baby daddy, like, man, we had a bleach fight before. A bleach fight. Yeah, because we're young and stupid and emotional with no intelligence whatsoever. And so we are throwing
bleach fight.
Bleach
in
fight.
the house?
In the house?
Yes. Everybody's shit fucked up. None of this stuff can be worn again. We just gotta throw it away. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Tiara is gobsmacked.
What?
The house? Just like, why would you ever? Who threw the first cup of bleach? Who started it? What the fuck?
Why? Why did y'all have this much bleach in the house where everybody had their own?
Why is there so much bleach?
Look, you run to the kitchen, he runs to the bathroom. Like, what? That's some shit to see. Y'all needed a show.
Yeah, we did. It was
bleach.
a lot of petty get backs. Like, oh, okay, you did this. All right, because he's a Scorpio.
Let's just say he's a Scorpio. Yeah, let's preface this whole with he's a Scorpio.
Oh man,
so it's like battle of the water signs. Who can emotionally just damage the person?
Damage the other person.
Oh my God, a bleach fight.
Like, I got
Did y'all stay together after the bleach fight?
Yes.
What the fuck? So y'all woke up. Oh, you need a whooping. So y'all woke up and looked around like we did too much.
They inhaled too much of those toxins and the brain wasn't acting correctly.
Because it was foggy. Laura, the brain was foggy. They have inhaled so much shit and probably smoked a blunt after that. You know what?
Definitely.
Oh my gosh, my
and went to sleep together.
Yeah,
they went to sleep together. That's okay. We've all been there, but that's some yours is funnier than mine.
Yeah,
we were young, and that was our first. It was his first like real relationship, and my first like real relationship, and we lived together. So it was just like, I mean, it was What else do you do after that? But clean the shit up, smoke a blunt, and go. What do you do?
Gosh. I had a relationship like that with my kid's dad, and he's a Cancer, and
Cancer men are so emotional.
And we're both young, and we both, same thing as Calliope, like, but just dealing with like unhealed trauma from our childhoods that goes unaddressed because you're young, you don't realize it, and then you end up having a baby with somebody, and that's even compounded trauma, So it's like, and then you have these outbursts. I remember him breaking all my shit, and I was just like, oh my shit. I was so mad. I was like, this is not even yours. I was like, you're gonna break all my stuff, let me break yours. But yeah, it didn't last very long because I got to the point where I was just like, I can't.
Yeah.
And it had to have been me. It's fine with the way things are going.
It does always have to be us because at some point it's like excitement for them. It's an adrenaline rush, like because they know how it ends in sex.
Yeah, that stopped too. Once the sex stops, it's done. It's done.
No, it's over. Yeah. Bye. Bye.
Like, I don't even want to be in the room with you no more.
I am turned off.
This was not considered
going to the guest room. This is not it.
But for them, it is.
Yeah, and they'll just continue. And his thing was like, at the time, he would be working a lot of hours, and he'd be gone, and he'd be hanging out with the old girl from work, and then like I'd be at home, and I was just like, I guess I don't really need to be here then. Like I'm already a single mom, so I may as well get my own place.
Yeah, let's just call it what it is. Let's stop pretending for the image because I think for a while too, I stayed for the image. Like I don't want to be a single mom. You already are.
And for him too, like he wanted the house, and he wanted to we bought a house together. So now like we bought a house, and like we got all the kids at the house, and his older son and all this stuff. And it was just kind of like, oh, you doing this because you want to show off like all your like accolades and accomplishments, and like this is something like that's good for you because whatever. And you bought a house. He wouldn't have bought that house without me. Couldn't have bought it without me. I actually just saw the house today because I was on an Amazon route in my old neighborhood, and I was like, oh, we coming up on this old house. So I took a picture and I sent it to my other friend Marissa. I was like, look at my house, because my name is still on the house after all these years after being divorced, and like him getting the house and the divorce, he never refinanced the house to get it out of my name. So I'm like, I always say it's my house. Like I haven't talked to him in years, but like when I used to, I'd be like, that's my house. It's not your house. I'm like, the bank doesn't care who pays the mortgage, babe. Like,
my name's on it.
Petty, just being petty, and like we're together anymore, and like just being petty.
Yeah.
And so like,
why you gonna go put him out and go live there?
Because legally it's his, like he got the house in divorce, but I'd have to go back and take interest in the house and then get an attorney to do all the stuff. And it takes a little while. So I'm like, if he still hasn't refinanced it, yeah, like if he hasn't done anything in the next 2 years with refinancing it to get my name off of it, then I'll go and do it, because I know for sure, like it's got so much equity in it. Like I can force a sale and then take half of the equity, which it's a lot.
Because you're gonna want to buy your own house soon. So
I got some debt that I'd like to take care of. So
and a house on your name.
And so really, you just being gracious. Yeah, you're really being gracious.
Yeah, I just
you're being so nice.
It's just a lot. It's overwhelming. Yeah, it's overwhelming to do it on my own and to pay for an attorney. It's expensive and takes time. So that's why I haven't done it. Because it's a lot on top of being a single mom.
And he still lives there.
And they still live there. Him and his new wife that she moved in like a month after I moved out. And they were together. He just barely married her like 2 years ago, and they've been together this whole time. And she's got like 6 kids of her own. Yeah, she saw that big old house and she was like, I'm moving in. I got all my kids. Let's go. She was crazy. I watched it all happen. I was just like,
Pick your battle.
The house will come. Yeah. You watch this.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm not worried about it. Like, the way
6
he lives.
kids.
Yeah, and like he doesn't take care, like he's not involved in his older kids' lives. Like our kids that we have together, his older son, he's got 2 kids with her, and she's got kids, and they all live in the house. And I also, the picture I sent had like all his cars in the front. My friend was like, she's like, who's all at your house? I was like, those are all of his cars. She's like, he got all them cars and he wouldn't give your son a car. I was like, no. She was like, what a bitch. I was like,
I'm gonna eat his ass up.
I don't even think about that stuff anymore because we have literally like no communication. Yeah. And the only time we ever talk is like if we have to go to court, and those days are over. So like the kids have their cell phones. He has their number.
That's so nice when they get older and you don't have to talk to them as much anymore.
The best part.
It's amazing.
Like, babe, what time's your dad coming to get you tomorrow? Like, you don't even have to.
No communication ever.
Yeah. Well, Kalani showed me a screenshot. He screenshotted his phone screen when it was his birthday. His birthday was June 21st. Mm-hmm. So he got a text message and he sent it to me. He goes, the text said, it was from his dad. And he was like, I don't know if this is your number still, but if it is, happy birthday. And Kalani was like, he doesn't talk to me so much. He doesn't even know this is my number anymore. I was like, that's wild. Like, and he's old enough. So, he's 17 now. So like he's seen like the progression of the non-progression basically of, like his parent relationship with his dad. I'm like, that's crazy. Like you could do so much. He only lives 30 minutes away.
That's sad.
He's a piece of shit.
That's the way it goes, though. And that's why I'm like, we're not married anymore. Like, I'm glad. Like, I think about it sometimes. We would have been married for 20 years this year, I think. Last year. No, 2 years ago. 2002. We got married in 2002. 2004. So it would have been 20 years on February 20th that we've been married. I can't even fathom being married to that man that long. We were only married for 6 years. That was enough.
Yeah. Mine was
Well, you
8.
made it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, really. So yeah, Laura, it was so nice to see your family and the way Mike is with like, you know, like just tending, like Melissa, making sure like nothing had gluten in it. Like he was just very, like a great example of like.
I know, they're the best. They're my most favorite people ever. Then they love my girls like they're their own grandkids. They're basically like, I mean, they're great uncle, great aunt, whatever. But it's like another grandma and grandpa. They're so amazing.
Same type of title, you know, but just closer than what a regular great aunt or uncle would be to somebody else.
I think the aunts and uncles can maybe be like better to the kids than grandparents, because sometimes grandparents have biases towards their own children and take it out on the grandkids. And when you have aunts and uncles, you know, that you don't really see that because they're not with you all the time. They don't have the same opportunities to create those biases that your parents can. So
they're just happy that they're able to see you.
Happier, they just enjoy it more. They don't take it for granted. Like Ivy's with her auntie, well, my auntie, so her great auntie right now in Vegas. She's going to Disneyland on Monday.
Oh, cool.
She's gonna make it. Oh my god.
She's going to Disney. Yeah.
That's good. So she didn't get to miss out. That's so good.
Yeah. So I'm excited for her.
Hell yeah. She's gonna have a blast.
She is.
She gets her phone so she can take pics.
Yeah, she has her phone. She does have her phone. I hope she remembers and doesn't lose it. Because it's Ivy.
She's gonna need a fanny pack.
Yes, I was just about to say,
fanny pack. I don't hate
that baby a fanny pack.
Yeah, I'm gonna call her and see how she's doing. But yeah, she's going to Disney. I'm very excited for her, and auntie is taking her. So
yeah,
she's gonna have some good memories. That's gonna be a core memory for her.
Oh yeah, she doesn't even know. I'm just looking at her like, you don't even know. Like the night before, like, girl, you about to have so much
fun. She's gonna be. Yeah, I can just see her like her eyes light up. She's probably gonna be like, "Where are we going? Oh my gosh, are we at Disneyland? No, we're not.
Are we getting on the airplane? Like she's all of that. I already know. She's probably like, why are we going shopping? What's going on? Like,
just chill, just enjoy it. Just good. I like those surprises for her. She deserves it.
Yes, she does.
Yes. Look, I don't even know her, but yes, she does.
Yeah, I think all children deserve to go to Disneyland. I think if it's possible, yes, it should be free for at least once. Every child should be able to experience it at least once. Every child. Yeah.
I feel like free for kids under 12, no matter what.
It should be. It should be. They don't need to charge people hundreds of dollars.
It's expensive now. That's crazy.
It is. It's very expensive.
I have to start planning now for next year. So I'm starting all of my
get you a fast pass.
Pay monthly.
Yeah, because then you spend the whole damn day in line.
Yeah, if you get you a fast pass for you and your family, if you can afford it, because that's the only way you're gonna get on any other rides. Because otherwise, like especially like if you go like in the summertime or some type of break, because everyone's got breaks at the same time and want to go to Disneyland, like it's just crazy because you will stand in a line for like a whole hour for a 30-second ride.
And that saved me at Universal. I wasn't waiting in line. Fast pass me, ma'am.
Yeah, that was the best decision. When I took the boys to the Knott's Berry Farm, I got like the dinner passes or like the meal passes, and then I got the fast passes. And Knott's Berry, it was in the summertime too, so it was like a little bit hot, but like we rode some rides like 3 times in a row. Like it was so fun. I was like, this is to do it, and the kids had fun too. Like just watching them like be able to enjoy like a whole day of just like whatever. Like, what do you want? Whatever you want to eat, whatever rides you want to ride. Yeah.
A contained yes day.
And yes, exactly.
Contained yes day. You have to have everything.
Yes days are amazing.
Yeah.
I like yes days, but I'd be scared. My daughter goes big. I'm scared. I'm not getting the damn puppy
that way.
What? We're not going to Las Vegas.
My baby wanted to go to Tokyo.
Yes day. It's a yes day, Mom. Like,
It's a yes day,
No.
but mommy has to.
Within
You
reason.
can do Mario Kart later. Like what?
We're gonna video chat with somebody in Tokyo. It'll be just the same.
My baby's like, when we wake up, can we go to Tokyo? No, sir. I'm so sorry.
Not this week.
But I can take you to the amusement park. Like,
well, we got something else going. Yeah. It's not Tokyo, but it is fun. Yeah, like maybe when he turned 18. By then, he'll have a passport.
At least give me 2 years to plan and pay for it.
Yeah,
I know that's always the thing. Is like it takes a little time to get it all taken care of, paid for. Because I want to have everything paid for and done at least a couple months beforehand. You know what I mean? So that's
the smartest way to travel.
By the time it comes, it's like, all right, everything's already done and paid for. We just got to go and show up.
We just got to do it.
Yeah. So, Calliope, think again about the cruise.
I was considering because I do want to travel with Ivy. She wants to go somewhere. She's already somewhere, but she was so sad because I'm not coming. She was like, I want you to come. We don't go anywhere together. I'm like, yeah, we haven't yet. We've gone to like California and we have gone to Vegas together, but that's just been like to see family. So she wants to go and, travel with her mom. And I don't blame her. I've done things, I've traveled, so I do want to make it a point to take her. So that's a good starting point.
They're good memories.
Yes.
Wow, it was so fun catching up with everybody today. And does anybody else have anything to add or anything before we close it up?
It was good to see you, ladies. Missed you.
Guys.
Wear sunscreen. It's hot.
Oh yeah, sunscreen. It's my secret.
Everybody, enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you again for tuning in. Everybody who's watching OTI, Open to Interpretation, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.